I need y'all to like the video and comment if you want to, but turn your post notifications on so the next time I drop, you see it.
One of the biggest problems with men today is you can't walk away. You better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off. Because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk, because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power. Ladies, many of you don't walk away. Many of y'all just check out. Y'all ghost. Y'all leave. And I'm going to tell you right now, look at the way a woman ends her relationships. If she's the kind of woman who flakes, dips out, ghosts, leaves things, you need to know if you're dealing with a woman who can handle conflict. Why is this important? Because a woman who can't handle conflict, they run. It's either you first or relationships first. You cannot serve two masters. If it's my truth, my life, my field, my this, my that, cool, over there.
Conflict resolution is the foundation of a relationship. So if you're dealing with a woman who can't handle conflict resolution, then you know for a fact that she's not gonna be able to withstand the relationship. And if she takes off and running, that's her thing. Okay, we're gonna, break up or whatever the case may be. Then you know that you need to let that go. That's not nothing you need to be chasing behind. A lot of times they use that as a shit test. Like, I'm gonna break up with you, but then, I'm gonna get us back together when I decide, type of thing.
But don't get mad when you find out she's not completely yours.
How do you ensure that it's your woman?
You can't. That's her decision.
What you mean you can't? I feel like as a man, you know when a woman is really invested in you.
No, you don't.
Versus, why?
No, you don't. And that's what men be scared of. Because once you get into that space where you think you know that, and then some bad shit happen, and it can catch you completely off guard, that shit can ruin your life.
But you don't feel like...
Have you noticed men don't bounce back from hard breakups?
Yeah.
Oh, they really don't.
It ain't if like once a nigga go through, like, not if you just fucking with somebody and in passing, but if a man been like a real long-term relationship, he don't just leave that motherfucker and go jump to some new shit and be happy.
Yeah.
Not unless he been unhappy for a real long time. But if that nigga was happy at some point and then she completely switched the program, that shit fucking nigga up.
Nah, that's real. Men don't bounce back from heartbreak that fast. You know what I mean? So it takes some time for a man to really do it. And I really honestly believe that I think women only love like one man for real. And that usually be their baby daddy. And the reason why I say it is because either they love him or they hate that nigga. And it's a thin line between love and hate.
What you trying to flip me for? Because you in my face and you're messing up my relationship. Move. Like, babe.
What are you going to talk to me about?
Hey, I love you. Look, come here. Yeah.
Don't.
Hold my hand.
No.
Talk to me, please.
No,
like,
I said.
Can you move?
I'm not here.
Please, can you please, because I never had nobody ever wanted to propose to me and stuff like that. And I want to make this work.
You want to make?
If you're willing to forgive me, and I won't do it again, babe. I won't do it again. I promise. Don't, please.
You promise, right? You know why you gonna make you keep that promise?
Why?
Because we ain't getting back together.
Babe, come
I'm sorry.
on, please,
I'm sorry. No,
please.
you got 3 different niggas, man. You gotta go talk to them 3 different niggas and try to make him give you them.
Babe, I don't want them.
Oh, you don't want them. You don't want them now. You don't want them.
You.
Oh, you love me now.
No.
Oh. This is what you're doing.
Babe, come on.
This is what you're doing. Oh, no.
Please,
no.
Stop.
I'm telling you, it's
like
over.
that, bro.
I'm telling you, it's over. I ain't gonna lie to you. You did it, and that's it. You're bugging. Like, that's tweaked. Like, am I tweaking? Am I, like, if I did the same shit, you would have violated me, right? I would have told you, yo, it's gonna be okay. You would have stayed with me? Fuck out of here, y'all. I'm done.
Damn.
Yo, good looking for the interview, bro. All that shit, bro. Fuck this.
That boy doing God's work, you heard me? He is doing the Lord's bidding. You can never forgive that because the only thing she's gonna do is do it again. You know what I mean? That's real talk.
Yeah. You ever had a person show you so much in every single way they can possibly show you that they would care less about you? Eventually you go, let me just move away from this person. It's not good for me.
Your plan didn't go through. I woke up today. you still gotta deal with me. It's not over. In fact, He's about to go on forever. I'm gonna keep shitting on you niggas forever, ever and ever, ever and ever, ever, ever. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's okay. Whore.
Hey, I don't know about y'all, man, but that nigga be motivating the fuck out of me with them videos, man. For real, cause he be talking that shit, man. He earned it.
Are you okay being the breadwinner in a relationship?
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship. You mean any man I'm with?
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner in the relationship.
But would you be okay if you were?
I'm not. There's no man I know from you or he got a regular job. He work at a warehouse. He is the head of the household. He is the breadwinner. I will chip in as he see fit because he's that. Now, this is the way I was raised. A lot of women not gonna agree with me.
No, they ain't gonna agree with that.
I'm cool if you don't.
The breadwinner, you know, he has normally, that person has the larger voice in the relationship.
Even if I make more money, it doesn't make me the breadwinner.
Oh, okay.
I am advice and concurrence. He is the head of the household. This is what I believe.
But what if you got the money, you making the money?
No, this is what I believe. He's a man. He is the head of household. People need to start reading Ephesians. That's what I believe. I may be strong-willed. I may make money. I want to make his life better and easier, but I'm not the head of the household.
I was going to give her some slack because I'm like, well, you probably make more money than the man that you're with, but her submission is what she's speaking to, so I accept that. You know what I mean? I know what she's conveying. You know, it's like she is humbling herself to her man, no matter how much money she makes. That's a beautiful thing.
I think there's people like, obviously you have the Derek Jacksons of the world, you have the Steve Harveys of the world, you have the Ace Metaphors of the world, you have the Justin LeBoys of the world, you have the Pastor Poppy Dons of the world. These are people who play specifically on women's emotions to build up a fan base and then to sell courses or in some cases sell books. When Derek Jackson went through his whole thing with the cheating, he was being the guy that he was talking about for years. And you would have thought that he would have lost viewership or fans or whatever the case is. He lost them, but then the women came back and still supporting him. Nobody's holding him accountable for his actions. He actually gained more followers from women. He's clearly playing on the string, just like Justin LeBoy. Like every post he has built up a large following off of just saying shit like, if he's not sending you $500 in your cash up tomorrow, he don't really love you. Yes, that's right.
What they're doing is they're preying on the women and extracting monetary value by telling women what they want to hear, even though it's a lie. The average man makes about $48,000. You know what I'm saying? That's the average man. And so the average woman should be pairing up with the average man and they should be having a nuclear family. But if they're inflating their head, telling them, hey, you know, if he ain't sending you 1,500 right now, then, you know, he ain't nothing. He don't care about you, whatever the case may be, you know, inflating their head with that, it's only causing a greater divide because that's an unrealistic expectation for most men. And most men ain't going to say that because they're going to try and meet that expectation. That's just how men are designed.
You and your children moved in to Mr. Allison's home in what month and year? So you had lived there a total of 5 months with your children?
Yes, Your Honor.
The relationship is over, and I'm not quite understanding why you think you had the right to go back and stay in that home and exclude Mr. Allison. That's what I want to see, because there's something that sounds markedly unfair to me. Doesn't it sound unfair to you to put someone out of their home? If some judge gave her the opportunity to stay in your home.
He decided to house her and her 3 children, but 5 months later, he was kicked out of his own place.
You and your children moved in to Mr. Allison's home in what month and year?
We officially moved everything in July of 2018.
Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you own this home?
I do, Your Honor.
How many children do you have?
I have 3 children.
And in what month did Mr. Allison leave the house as a result of the order of protection that you filed?
That was in December of 2018.
So you had lived there a total of 5 months with your children?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is what the case is about. So what I want to see is your application for a protective order, which you got ex parte, which means you went by yourself, because whatever order you requested, somehow a judge excluded Mr. Allison from his own home.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I would like to see why. The relationship is over, and I'm not quite understanding why you think you had the right to go back and stay in that home and exclude Mr. Allison. That's what I want to see, because there's something that sounds markedly unfair to me. Doesn't it sound unfair to you to put someone out of their home?
That was a good observation. Imagine losing your own place just because you housed a mother and her 3 children for 5 months. They are not even married, and those aren't his children, so he shouldn't be responsible for them. She said it correctly. It's really unfair.
Absolutely outrageous. I've read the allegations that you make in your application for a protective order, and you were out of the house. Actually, there's no place in this application for protective order that says to the court that this is his home and that you were living there a relatively short period of time, less than half a year.
As we can see, she was smart. She knew what she was doing, and this is how she was able to get the judge to grant her his house. She didn't mention that she was a guest who stayed there for 5 months only. She also didn't tell them that the property belonged to him. That was the key information she omitted, which gave her an advantage in the case and eventually the possession of his house. Since she didn't mention it, they probably assumed that she was also the owner.
I'd like you to tell me,
We got another part.
what damage to the property do you allege, and what property do you allege she took without your permission?
So when I first gained access to the house, that would have been on March 29th, virtually everything was gone. My furniture, my televisions, stuff that I collected in active duty. I understand, right?
I mean, I actually think that some judge gave her the opportunity to stay in your home. I can't go beyond that.
Why would you want to reside in the home of the person who you have a protective order against? How on earth can a legal system remove someone from their own home they own over someone that does not? She knew exactly what she was doing, trying to get her a free house. Story as old as time. Lie to courts, get someone removed from their house and live in it.
You want to tell me if there's anything important that you didn't get back, not your hair trimmer?
The most important thing would be my washer and dryer set that I bought in November. It was $1,284.
I'd like to see the bill. $1,200, what did I say? $83.74. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Honor,
We're finished.
I would like to ask that my daughter is able to come out here and testify as well, because my countersuit involves more than just money.
We're done. $1,283.74. We're finished.
What is your excuse?
I'm glad that I could get something back. She knows the system. She knows how to play it. That's how we ended up here. I was put out of my house for 108 days. I lost my cat for 108 days. Take care of yourself before you try to take care of others.
Finally, he got his house, and she was also ordered to pay for the item she removed without his consent. This situation will serve as a lesson, and hopefully, he will make better decisions in the future. That's crazy. If I was scared of a man, I would take my kids and leave immediately. Why would anyone stay there and have him put out? Unless I'm not scared. So this woman went to other male judge court. She won and have protection order. Then she came to female judge and facing a real world. This woman find a clever way to own a house. You only lived there for a few months and you want to own it? Some people allow people into their house and then learn the hard way. 6 hearings just to get his own house back. If this was someone who was feeling unsafe, why was she still in his house?
This dude said, bruh, he had to learn that valuable lesson, man. Like, it's like, God damn, bruh, you almost lost your house to this woman. I need y'all to like the video and comment if you want to, but turn your post notifications on so the next time I drop, you see it.